offering me police station coffee as a peace offering?
Well, it's police station coffee and the chance to clear the air. I mean it. I feel so dreadful that you and I have not been able to get along.
Yes, so you've said.
And I really think that we should bury the hatchet.
Yes. But why?
Why? What do you mean, why?
You've been perfectly happy to be rude to me ever since I've come back to Landview.
No. I am never happy to be rude to anyone.
But in my case, you just grin and bear it.
Oh, no, not at all. That's why I want us to make a fresh start.
Vicky, it's fine, really. You don't like me, and I don't really like you.
Well, actually, no, it's not fine. I thought this would be the perfect time to solve all our problems.
Vicky, this doesn't...
Really, Gabrielle, it's just a cup of coffee.
All right. I'll have your bloody cup of coffee. Tastes a bit hot.
How did you get in here?
I walked.
Well, what about the security guards?
Yeah. Oh, they're just, well, they're a little slow.
What do you want, Todd?
Just to see you.
I have a restraining order.
What you doing sleeping so late?
I'm tired, you know? Been under a lot of stress lately.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure it's not because you were out late last night doing something you probably shouldn't have been doing?
No, of course not.
You're lying.
You know, I thought I'd never finish that final.
I know, if I had to look at one more crime statistic.
You don't.
I know. And now we get to spend the whole summer together.
We get to spend the rest of our lives together.
I will never forget the day you gave this to me.
Yeah, neither will I. You know, this is where you first told me you loved me.
And you told me that you first loved me.
Can I say it again? I love you.
I love you too.
Aw, isn't that romantic? Jen's making out with Christian in the same place she almost got knocked up by Al.
Roxy, you in? Hey, I've been looking... Oh, it's you.
Wow. Well, don't look so disappointed.
Well, I'm sorry. I was just looking for my brother.
Oh, I was too, actually.
Really? You can't find him either?
What do you mean? He's not here?
Guess not.
What? He told me he wanted to stay here. He was just gonna hang out for a little while. I wonder where he went.
Hey, kid, what's your problem? Hello? Who are you and what do you want? Hey, look, I ain't got all day. Places to go, and I got people to see. I'm a very important person. Mrs. Max Holden.
Don't you recognize me?
No, I don't. Should I? Yeah, you're from one of the sweepstakes, right? Did I win something?
No.
See, I knew sending those envelopes would pay off someday. Where's your camera crew? What did I win?
No, Mom. I'm not from any sweepstakes.
Mom?
It's me. Rex. Your son.
Is it done?
I'm fine, Max. How about yourself?
I'll feel a whole lot better when you get that greedy, drunken troll out of my life.
Could you be more specific?
Did you get me out of the marriage or not?
Well,
What?
I made a few calls.
Okay, so it's over, right? It's all over.
Not quite.
Oh, you got something for me to sign? Where is it?
No, Max, there's nothing for you to sign.
Well, then that's it. You got me in an omen.
Not exactly.
What's so amusing?
Oh. I'm sorry. I was just thinking of something that was so funny.
What?
Well, it doesn't really matter. Never mind. What were we talking about?
Talking about? You're trying to bully me into having a celestial cup of coffee.
Oh, no. Oh, please, I don't bully.
Oh, well, that's what it felt like. Anyway, never mind.
No. You know what, Gabrielle? Indulge me. A little conversation, a little cup of coffee. That's all.
All right, 1 cup of coffee. Bo didn't say when he was coming back, did he?
No, actually, he didn't. Oh, you won't believe how good this is. This is absolutely fabulous.
Oh. You said you wanted to talk about things, get them out in the open, perhaps about the past, so that we could bury the hatchet.
Absolutely, that's what I want to do. Yes, I wanted to, I wanted to talk about forgiveness.
What about it?
What about it? Well, how important it is, for one thing. And, I mean, obviously, I realize that I have not been able to forgive you. And so, here and now, that is going to change.
Is it going to change?
Yes. I'll tell you what. We'll have a toast to letting go of the past, to forgiveness.
All right, if you say so.
Good.
A toast.
Toast doesn't work unless you drink.
Raleigh, bring me all the files on that Hanson case.
Hi.
Gabriel, Vicky.
Hi.
What's going on? Is everything okay with Ben?
Oh, yes, thank you. Everything's fine.
Good.
Vicky and I were bonding over a cup of coffee.
Coffee? God, that sounds great. I could use a cup right now myself.
Well, here, have mine. I haven't touched it.
Why would you leave him alone in the first place?
Because that's what he wanted.
He hates to be alone.
He does?
Yeah. When we were kids, the slightest little noise would scare him.
When you were kids.
Yeah, so obviously you don't know him as well as you think, okay?
Natalie, that was a long time ago. You don't know him as well as you think either.
He's my brother.
He's mine too. Can you believe that? I want to find him, Natalie.
So do I.
Wait a second. This is an address, Max Holden.
Oh no, he went to go find Roxy.
Max? Is that really you?
It's really me.
But you got so big.
Well, that's what kids do. They grow up.
I never did. So what are you doing here?
I came to see Natalie and Jessica.
Jessica.
I know all about how they got switched.
Oh, you do? How?
Jessica told me.
Well, you know, I got to admit it was quite a shocker to find out the kid that I raised wasn't even mine.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Well, enough about that. But you got so handsome.
Thanks.
Well, obviously, you got your looks from me.
You think?
Yeah. Come on, give your mommy a great big hug. What's wrong?
Why'd you do it?
What?
Why'd you give me up?
I don't get it. How can it not be over?
Couple reasons.
What? It's a simple annulment. How hard can it be?
It's not that simple.
Well, don't tell me that. Why wouldn't it be?
I ran into some complications.
Oh, great. Okay. What are they?
Well, for one, you know, the tape that you gave
Of the wedding?
me? Right.
Well, how could that be a complication? That's proof that I was drunk out of my mind.
Not exactly.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because.
Because what? You saw the tape. You saw I could barely stand.
Yeah, I saw the tape all right.
And that didn't convince you that I was totally blotto.
I think you need to see the tape.
You are accusing me of lying after all the lies you told me?
Don't change the subject.
You don't get to tell me what to do, Todd.
We're not talking about what I did. We're talking about what you did.
Well, I did not do anything.
Or should I say who?
I never left the house last night. I was home with the kids all night long. What?
Mrs. Manning? Blair? It's Chad. Chad Bennett? Yeah, I was just calling to see how you were doing this morning and to tell you I feel really bad about what happened in back of Capricorn last night.
How was Capricorn? Did they put a little umbrella in Star's Shirley Temple?
None of your business, Todd.
You're picking up guys at some bar, that's not my business.
You know what? I can see whoever I want, whenever I want, and you don't get to say anything about it.
I'm your husband.
Yeah. Only legally, and not for long. And I tell you what, if you're even thinking about using this against me, you might as well just forget it, Todd.
I'm not gonna use it against you.
What?
I'm not even mad at you. I forgive you.
Why don't you guys leave?
No, it's okay, Christian. I can handle this.
Oh, you can handle me.
What happened between me and Al was a mistake. Christian understood that. He forgave me for that. Just like I've forgiven him for the things that he's done.
Oh, isn't that just so big of you two? They are amazing, aren't they, Molly?
I think I'm getting all choked up. Oh, I'm sorry we can't all be perfect like you two. But we aren't perfect. We're human. We make mistakes. All right? And we've forgiven each other for those mistakes because we love each other.
Ah, yeah, you love each other so much you went and slept with someone else.
Yes, and if that couldn't break us up, then two idiots like you definitely can't. You know, and you can't ruin this place for us either, so if you want to, go ahead and try.
Well, now you had it in your Rappaport.
Yeah, me neither.
I always thought you were a total fool. I mean, you did fall for that Al being paralyzed act.
Yeah, you fell for it, too.
I wasn't living with him.
Shauna, the only fool here is you. If you think that anyone wants to listen to anything you have to say.
Come on, Molly. We're gonna find a better spot.
That was great.
I don't know.
Come on, are you kidding? You were great.
I guess.
What's wrong?
Shauna was right. I was a fool.
No, here, take mine.
No, Gabrielle, you keep that. I'll give Bo a fresh cup
No,
of
have my cup, honestly. I'd much prefer tea. I was just being polite.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, what an awful accident.
Are you all right?
I think I am.
Oh, my goodness, I can't even imagine what made me trip like that.
Stop, I can do that.
I'm terribly so. My gosh, look at you, both of you. I'm so sorry. How can I make it up to you? You know what? I can take you to lunch.
Well, actually, Vicky.
Bo and I already have lunch plans, thank you.
Oh, of course, you told me that, too. And I'm so silly of me to forget. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all right. You know what? We'll do it another time, okay?
All right, well, I'll hold you to that.
All
Thank
right.
you. And please, Gabrielle, Bo, make sure you send me the bill for the dry cleaning, okay?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I will.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, yeah. Sure. Bye, Vicky.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, whew. Wish I could say the same for my outfit.
Yeah, well, you know, it'll come out in the wash, right?
You really are a man, aren't you?
Well, I'm sorry, but, you know, come on, what are you going to do? Accident's an accident.
Yes, an accident's an accident, but this was no accident.
What?
Oh, Vicky did this on purpose, all right.
I didn't give you up. Stupid sister-in-law took you from me.
Yeah, but how come you let her?
Well, I didn't have any choice. You know, you have no idea what Corinne is like at all.
Yeah, I do. I grew up with her.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Hey, I'm sorry, baby. I just couldn't stop Corinne from taking you, you know, even if I wanted to.
Yeah, but why not? And why just take me? Why not take Natalie, too?
You know, we should talk about this later, because I want to talk about you. You got to tell me everything, Rex, everything. Come on.
Well, I just got here the other day.
Hey, did I tell you that I was married?
Yeah, I heard some guy named Max.
He's a real look, Ernie's. He's loaded also.
Well, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah. And, well, you know, we should go out and talk about it. You know, we'll go to the track like in the old days. Remember when I used to take you in the stroller?
Mom,
you know, I met him in Atlantic City. I mean, Prince Charming, right in my own backyard, and we got hitched at Vegas. Is that fate or what?
Well, I don't know if it's
And you're
fate,
gonna
Mom,
love
but
him
it's
and
something.
vice versa, man. We are gonna be great. I can see it now. Roxy, Rexy, and Maxie. Man, what a dynamite family.
What a total crock.
What? You forgive me?
Yeah.
For kissing Chet.
Well, for whatever. Okay, look, I wasn't happy when I found out that you were going at it with some guy outside
I
a
wasn't
bar.
going
But then
at
I figured
it.
you were just trying to get back at me for whatever I did to you.
I get it. It always goes back to you, all about you, Todd, right?
I forgive you. I forgive you for your little adventure in babysitting, and now you forgive me, and we'll call the whole thing even.
Even?
Yeah.
Oh, you think what I did was the same as what you did to me?
You cheated on me.
You stole my baby away and you told me that he was dead, Todd. And you know what? You weren't even going to tell me about it. You were going to let me think that my son was dead forever.
No, I brought him back for you.
Oh, that's because I told you that you were the father. But you know what? I was the mother and that didn't even matter to you.
I told you, I wasn't really thinking straight then.
Oh, now you just suddenly want me to forgive you. Because what did I do? I just went out and got drunk and hit on some young guy?
Yeah.
You're out of your mind.
So you're not going to forgive me?
No, I'm not going to forgive you, Todd. I'm never, ever, ever going to forgive you. Look at me. I never want to see you again, Todd. Never, never, never.
I really wish you hadn't said that.
Cross-dressing bikers and the women that love them. What is this?
I say that this is Roxanne's favorite talk show.
She switched the tapes on me.
It would appear that way.
I don't believe this.
Yes, well, she's not as dumb as she looks.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna, right now.
I don't think that would help you.
Oh, I think it would. I would rather spend the rest of my life in a cell than married to that woman.
It's not as bad as it seems, Max.
You have met the missus, haven't you?
Look, even without the tape, I think I can round up enough witnesses to testify that you weren't in your right mind. I mean, there's the minister and his wife and the rest of the people in the casino.
So you can still get me out of this?
I think I can get you an annulment without you having to pay a dime to Roxanne. But
But what?
Don't get too close, Rex. She'll turn you into stone.
Hey, you give it a rest. Me and my son are trying to get to know each other better.
Rex doesn't want to get to know you.
Then why did he come here, huh, Miss Know-It-All?
Because he doesn't know what kind of a monster you really are.
I do want to see her, Natalie.
See? My real kids want to see me. Isn't that right, Jessie?
No, it's not. Rex, look, I understand why you would want to see Roxanne. I wanted to see her, too, when I found out she was my mother. But please trust me. All she will do is hurt you. The same way that she hurt me. All she cares about is how much money you can give her.
Sweetie, that was a misunderstanding.
Oh, no,
Oh, come
it
on,
wasn't.
Jessie.
Roxanne, please, why don't you come home with us? Just come home with me and Natalie. Rex, she doesn't care about you. If she did, wouldn't she have gone out to look for you? Or given you at least a phone call or one lousy birthday card? Come on.
You're right. It was a mistake for me to come here.
Hey, I'm your mother. And you remember that. I am, and I always will be.
Come on, Rex.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, little Miss Orphan Natty Bratty. I got a bone to pick with you.
You think Vicky spilled coffee on you on purpose?
Oh, yeah, I know she did.
Why would she do that?
Because she dislikes me intensely.
Well, I know the two of you never got along, but...
Oh, now that's a rather big understatement, wouldn't you think?
It's not like she didn't have a reason, Gabrielle.
I suppose.
You were involved with Carlo Hesser. He was making this big plan to have her daughter killed.
And I paid for it dearly at Statesville Prison.
Doesn't mean she's still not upset by it.
So that's all right if she scolds me with piping hot coffee.
No, I just don't think she did it on purpose.
Well, I know she did because I saw it.
But Vicky would never do something like that.
Well, how do you explain the fact that she did it?
Vicky is going through a real rough time in her life right now.
And she's taking it out on me.
Now, come on, Rumi. Hey, can't you just let it go? I mean, I thought you were way past this kind of thing. Come on.
All right. All right. Let's say I overreacted.
Right, a little bit.
You say it's an accident, it was an accident.
All right, good, good. There you go. And who knows, you know, you and Vicky, you may end up getting along after all.
Yeah. And the lion may lie down with the lamb.
But which one's a lion, which one's a lamb? Excuse me. Buchanan. Yeah.
Accident, my foot. Now, you may be able to fool Bo, but you're not fooling me, my dear.
Sneaky little broad. All she had to do was drink the rat poison. But oh, no, she had to give it away. Oh, please, Boo, please, take mine. That's all I need, a dead police commissioner on my hands, especially since he's my only ticket out of this stupid marriage. And the worst part was having to apologize to that cow. But of course, the spokesperson for good manners, Miss Victoria, she would have done it, and I had to do it. You know what, Vicky? Living this life of yours is turning out to be a royal pain in the butt. If my life is such a pain in the butt, why don't you just give it back?
Are you threatening me?
No, I don't need to threaten you.
What do you mean?
The facts are all on my side.
What facts?
Well, you're a drunk and a tramp, and you're a Kramer, which means you're Looney Tunes, too.
I am not.
Did you try and shoot your last husband in the back?
Why are you saying these things to me, Tom?
Because they're true. I know it's the truth. You know it's the truth, and soon everybody else in the world will know that it's true.
Look what you've done.
What did I do? I went and brought back my missing son, the one that my evil wife told me that she was having a baby with another guy.
Tom.
Who would you give custody to?
Oh, no. What I did is nothing compared to what you did.
Right. Tell that to the judge.
No judge is going to give you custody of any child after what you did.
I'm not talking about any child. I'm talking about Jack, and I'm talking about Star.
You will not get custody, Todd. And I swear to God, if you go to some wacko lawyer and they end up in some kind of legal summons or any type of legal document, I swear to God, I'll pick up that phone and I will call Bo. And I will press charges against you. And you, my friend, will go straight to jail. And it'll all be over. You got it? Good. Now you get the hell out of here. Now!
Come on, what are you talking about? You're not a fool.
I was. I was a fool for trusting Al. And I was a fool for leaving you.
Things were a little more complicated than that, okay?
Maybe, but no matter what happened, I shouldn't have left you. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's okay.
No, it's not. I should have figured something else out. I should have thought of some other way to deal with it. I promise you, it's never gonna happen again.
You sound pretty serious.
We're gonna be together forever, and no one is ever gonna get between us again.
You're incredible.
Why?
Well, you know, I thought that I couldn't possibly love you any more than I already do. And,
Do you want to have a picnic?
we don't have any food.
I know, but I just want to stay here longer. And also, I want to show Shauna and Molly that they can't chase us out of here.
Well, I guess I can get some stuff from the diner.
And I have those cookies that I made.
The first batch?
No, the second batch. But just for that, you're not getting any.
No, they were good, really. You know, that first batch, you know, it couldn't have been your fault. I'm sure the oven was broken.
Okay, you can have one. Okay, two. Okay, I'm never gonna get them if you keep kissing me.
All right, so I guess I'll see you back here in an hour.
Okay.
Okay, what's the catch? Do I got to convince everybody that I'm really a woman? Because I'm ready to do that. I will do anything to get out of this marriage.
Much as I'd like to see that, no, I think I can get you an annulment without you resorting to high heels and lipstick.
All right.
It's just gonna take some time.
Okay. How long?
A few months.
Months? I would rather wear high heels.
No, you wouldn't. Trust me. Look, it'll be over before you know it.
Okay. I guess you're right. I mean, I was married to Blair longer than that, and I survived. Barely.
Okay, one thing, though. You have to live within the terms of the prenup that you signed.
What?
You cannot kick Roxanne out of your house, and you cannot leave yourself unless you want to lose your shirt.
Oh, please, no.
You got to make a best of a bad situation.
Like hell I will.
Who the hell do you think you are, coming into my house and getting in between me and my son?
I'm his sister.
No, you're not. He's not your brother. He's Jesse's brother. And he's my son.
So what? Were you gonna hurt him too?
Of course not. You got a one-track mind. You know that?
Yeah, well, you hurt everybody else. I'm just trying to protect him, Roxy.
Well, you got no say anymore. You didn't want to be my daughter? Fine. You had to race and find your new family? Fine. Well, you got him. Now you got your new family.
Rex is my family, too.
Yeah, it's only because you found out that your new family doesn't want you anymore.
Yes, they do.
Oh, no, they don't. Seth couldn't get away from you fast enough. And Vicky, she probably doesn't want you either.
You know what? Just shut up about Vicky, okay?
Oh, don't you mean my mother? She doesn't want you to call her mother. That's it, isn't it?
You don't know anything about her.
Listen, honey, I told you she would never accept you, but you wouldn't listen to me. You always have to learn the hard way.
Will you shut up?
So what happened?
Nothing.
Vicky finally figured out what I've known all along. You're nobody.
Shut up.
A nothing and a nobody. I never thought I'd say this. Maybe me and Vicky got more in common than I thought.
You? Again?
Yes, me. What the hell do you want? Nikki, you have to stop this.
Stop what? You almost poisoned someone. You should be happy about that. You hate Gabrielle. Will you please use your head? That woman could have died. So? Not like we never somebody else before. We? Yeah, we? What'd you do, forget about Daddy? Hello? Victor Lord?
not you.
Yeah, well, what about Carlo Hesser's kid, Johnny D? I shot him dead.
He was attacking Tina.
I got pretty good aim, don't I?
Nikki, what you were about to do to Gabrielle was premeditated murder.
So what?
So, you have never done anything this cold-blooded before.
You got no idea what I've done.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing, never mind.
You have to stop this. Immediately. I refuse to have another death on my conscience.
Well, you don't, do you? Because that's what I'm here for.
No. You have to stop. You will stop, or what? Ben is not stupid, neither is Bo.
Oh, yeah? That's what you think, Toots. If they're so smart, how come they haven't even noticed that you checked out? And without paying, I might add.
They will figure it out. And it will be sooner rather than later.
Yeah, right.
Nikki, please. Please, I'm begging you. Go back inside. Please, go back inside where you belong and let me take control of my life.
What, are you kidding? You think I'm gonna let you run this show?
But that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, says you. This is way better for me. Besides, what do you want your life for? It's boring. No, kid, no way. I got my freedom. I am not giving it up. There is no way I'm going back in. About damn time, too. Can't stand talking to that woman. But her Vickiness. She's right about something. If I'm gonna get rid of Gabrielle, I gotta do it the way Vicky did.
Kid doesn't know anything. I got nothing to worry about, except keeping my new husband happy. It's gonna be the best marriage ever.
We don't have a marriage. Because this marriage is ending right now.
He's not your brother. He's Jesse's brother. Your new family doesn't want you. Why would they? I sure as hell didn't. Seth couldn't get rid of you fast enough. Now Vicky doesn't want you either. You're a nobody. A nothing and a nobody. A nothing and a nobody. A nobody. A nobody.
Natalie? Well, hey, hold on. What is it? What's wrong?
Were you talking to yourself?
What do you want?
I'm sorry to barge in unannounced, but the door's wide open.
I said, what do you want?
I'd like to ask you something.
Oh, giddy.
I think you spilled that coffee on me on purpose, but Bo thinks it was an accident.
Oh, are you taking a survey?
No, I'd like to know what you think.
Why would I intentionally spill coffee on you?
That's a very good question. And I've been contemplating that on the drive over here.
Took you that long, huh?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. Do continue.
I've also been, thinking about some of the things that you've been doing lately.
Such as?
Such as stopping by Beau's apartment with your home-baked muffins and calling him quite often, stopping by.
Excuse me. We happen to be related.
Yes, that's right. You're married to his brother, Ben.
Right.
But if I didn't know better, Vicky, I would say you wanted Beau all to yourself.
Buchanan,
Hey, Beau, it's Blair.
what's wrong?
Todd was just here.
At your house?
Yes. He violated the restraining order.
Is he still around?
No.
Do you have anybody that can corroborate the fact that he was there?
Beau, what does that matter? I mean, he was here.
All right, look, I'll have him picked up.
So you're gonna arrest him?
All I can do is warn him under the terms of that order.
Thanks, Beau.
I thought you hired guards.
I did, but he got past him.
Hire better guards.
I will, but I don't know that that's even gonna matter.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
I don't know, Beau. You didn't see his eyes. Man, the way Todd looked, I mean, there's no telling what he might do.
You're late. It's been a change of plans. Not gonna let Blair do this to me. So from now on, this is what we do.